Okay, so happy Sunday. So we're just about to go into Trap for the Other, which is for Darren's little storyline where we get to, deal with this. There's going to be some reading if I remember right. Anyway, in we go. Oh, looks like we still have our buffs too, which is good. And not everybody's on their own. Oh, we do not have our buffs. We need to fix that. Giant horse. Where's the giant monk?
Hesitate.
Boss fight.
Is this another one of those fights for that boss fight bingo game? You people take way too much pleasure in beating up poor little kittens and helpless squirrels.
They do. It's very not nice of them. Veronica's almost done. There she goes. Attack normally for the duration of the spell, even if it influences the magic, that impedes movement, all such as paralysis on stone web. Oh, definitely want that.
Everyone is mortal in this world.
So they say.
Especially when I'm around.
Okay, that should be good enough. Leader Hawkblade later plays his role perfectly. He stands before the improvised place of execution, formidable and emotionless, like the living embodiment of inescapable retribution. Commander, I'm glad to see that you held up your end of the deal. The Mendev Inquisition thanks you. We will take custody of the criminal now. It's hard to read anything on Darren's face. My, what a curious installation. We're here to make it look like we're here to kill him, to provoke the thing that's possessed him. Anyway, boss fight is links with one too many machine guns, killed by Valisar, which is number 8 on your bingo card. Number 8. Count Arenday. The Mendev Inquisition finds you guilty of treason, criminal links to demonic cults, orchestrating the murders of several of this country's citizens who were killed and decapitated by you or your accomplices in Canavras and a range of other places. I, Leodor Hawkblade, Inquisitor and Exterminator of the Demonic Blight, by the grace of the Inheritor, have been authorized to carry out the sentence. Death by fire. With the permission of the Commander, we will begin. Darren darts a glance at you, seemingly lost for words. Did you really think I would agree to tolerate you forever, you miserable excuse of a man that you are? I'll enjoy watching you roast at the stake. Don't disappoint me now. Sure, no problem. Inquisitor, who seems to be listening to something that only he can sense, gives you a subtle nod. It appears everything is going as planned. The rest of your companions exchange bewildered glances, but keep watching without a word, understanding that something unusual is about to happen. Darren seems shaken by your words. He looks away for a moment, then asks with feigned glee, "Burning at the stake, huh? A trifle old-fashioned. I thought you'd offer something a little more sophisticated for your noble clientele. What interests me most is what your role in all of this, what your role is in all of this, Gimpy. You are arrogant, pompous brat who thinks too highly of himself. I have been watching you and dreaming of making you die a lonely, humiliating death. That's not a lie. Or tell the truth. Gave the Inquisition free rein in this matter. You have been under suspicion since day one, and I knew without a doubt that I would hand you over to them if needed. No, we'd like intimidate first. Leader's face expresses undisguised approval. He shifts his stance, readying himself to fight. Anger flares up in Darren's eyes, but he immediately hides it behind a mask of indifference. Such a highly, highly commendable act by such a truly, truly decent person. Wouldn't you agree, Commander? The leader stands motionless like a statue. He stares at you expectantly, as if asking your permission to continue. You've mocked and hurt others your entire life. Now it's your turn. Take your place at the stake and endure the agonizing death you deserve. Leader gives a barely perceptible nod. A circle of runes starts to glow faintly at his feet. I see no point in going along with this drama any longer. His voice drips with venom, the most contemptuous smile imaginable flashing on his lips. I have no desire to entertain you and your friend, Commander. Feel free to do what you have planned. I hope that your attempt to rid the world of Darren Errande will not lead to any unforeseen incidents. With a blank face, the Inquisitor raises the torch. Let justice be served. There's a palpable shift in the surroundings. Everything seems to tremble, like in the moment before a thunderstorm. There are no bolts of lightning or rolls of thunder, but the sensation of some malicious presence, enraged and bewildered, rings through the air. We did it, Commander. It's coming, right into our trap. A scream of a dozen voices, soundless but powerful, drills into your ears and resounds over the land. The ritual circle drawn by the Inquisitor flares to life.
You'll make a fine trophy.
Oh, combat. Oops. The Other. So the Other is actually Chaotic Evil Undead. Level 40, lots of hit points, immune to basically everything stuff, so just go smack him around.
Do not hold back.
So he is immune to that. Why? He's immune to what's he immune to exactly? Energy resistant to fire and electricity. He's flat-footed currently. Mind blanking, shield you've seen. So I guess I should really check here, huh? Gear, compulsion, law. Spell immunity, magic missiles, 4 strikes, combat maneuvers can't be tripped, blinded, whatever. He's immune to non-magical weapon, damage from non-magical weapons, ability to score damage, drain, precision damage, spells with the target, physical damage from weapons. Must be interesting. I forget how we did this fight before. Look at all the stuff he has. Place a song, Mickey. Haste us just in case. And don't stand too close to each other. Veronica. Oh, we need a, where is it? Holy Aura. This is to protect us from evil, which he is. Let's see. Battle mark. It's invisible bond among them. No, it's not that one. Really good. Now Midnight Bolts won't really work on this guy. So I would step to the side and shoot.
No match
Oh, she hit. How come she's doing damage? Oh, the holy damage. So what did Rocket do then? Oh, divine, because of that whole thing he does. Bob. And Gimpy. Let's do a little bit of demonic rage. Aspect of articulate to Rocket. No. Go. Light of the Angels is the case, or Summon of Baylor. Yeah, Quarium. It's immune to Quarry, of course he is.
Out of my way!
Not immune to that, though. So unholy stuff. So Screaming Reaper does... I didn't realize it did unholy damage. Is that... Oh, it's Rocket. No, it's not the Bane, is it? Must be the Bane. But how come Mickey or Rocket didn't do anything? Okay, Rocket. He's got the evil outsider Bane too. But he's probably not. Nah, it probably doesn't work against him. Let's do an extra swing for fun. See what it does.
Attack!
So we're doing damage. Oh. Hoof. That's not from Rocket, that's from Scout. So this is actually coming from their mythic ability, isn't it? The marking one. That's what that's coming from. Okay, Mickey. Sonic. A lot of range. 5-foot step going that way. Let's sing him the first verse, see if he likes it. No, he does not. Oh, he failed his saving throw, that's why he took more damage. And Veronica. Jolting Portent won't probably work on him. He's really resists fire and electricity, of course what she does. Destruction, though. Jolting Portent, this does... around when the target makes an attack or casts a spell, they must complete the saving throw. If the target fails, they take electricity damage. Which would be
Hello
fire
everyone.
damage.
My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thanks. Happy Sunday. So, Cloud Kill. It's not going to work on us because of the poison stuff. So, not a worry there. Windu. Go that way. Shoot him some more.
They'll beg me to stop.
Well, that holy bow. A sudden silence falls over the battlefield. It is accompanied by the sensation of sinking into deep water. Slowly and inevitably, the surface grows further and further away. The darkness grows deeper and deeper around you, and below is nothing but bottomless black. Voices sound inside your head. No, not voices. Images. Ideas. Deal. The blackness seems to extend its hand, a vague extremity, an open palm. Deal. Let go of us. An agonizing yearning for freedom grows through you, piercing your entire self. It comes from without, but you feel it as your own. Reward. You get reward. Power. Away we will go. Away. The old door is closing. We will step back. A picture of Darren's severed head, dripping with blood, appears before your eyes, looking very real, eerily real. What are you? A stream of feelings and images crashes upon your mind. They cannot be described in the language you know. You can only sense the general shape of them, the direction, the aftertaste, space, void, death, infinity, journey, escape, hunger, over and over, hunger. What do you want? Secret. Keep the secret. Door. Close the door. The desperate desire to break free from the trap and escape lances through your mind and heart. Accept your terms. Close your door and give me my reward. No, anything but that. I will. What have you done, Commander? What? Freedom. Escape. New beginning. The feeling of sinking into the depths is replaced by the sensation of rapidly gliding through a mass of water. A free and mighty feeling. It carries you along for a while before subsiding and leaving forever. Ta-da. Boss fight.
Is this another one of those fights for that boss fight bingo game? You people take way too much pleasure in beating up poor little kittens and helpless squirrels.
What did I do to Bob? Nothing's wrong with Bob. Why? No, everybody's fine here. So I don't think they gave us anything good though. Potions, crappy gear. This is all we got off of Leoder's people. So we didn't actually get anything for this. Cold iron longsword. No wonder they died so fast. They got crappy stuff. So yes, I'm not sure what deal we made is going to be a thing. That's Nameless Ruins, Phoenix Awakening, the Root of Betrayal. Oh, we still have to do this too. Okay. So I'm not sure what we're supposed to get. I don't see any real reward here. So I think we should have killed the thing.
Move out.
Anyway, looking for stuff. Any stuff. Commander, what have you done? Well, we got rid of a pesky little investigator who looks into too many different things. Keen Dagger 1. Gee, what a nice reward for Chapter 5. Piranha with not enough machine gun ammo killed everybody. However, we've already seen the piranha. So, starting a bingo vote, go to your bingo cards, click a number you need. The number with the most votes is the number everybody gets. Think you get a passive trait? Is it? Demon Graft already had that. Already had wings. Already had that stuff. I don't see anything new there. Hey, Ring, welcome back. When you kill the whatever the thing, the Darren and guy that you make a deal with, he promises you a reward. What's the reward? That's what we did. Look up guide. Incorporeal charm. Incorporeal charm. So, is that a charm thing? No. Incorporeal charm. There it is. Okay, Darren gains +10 inherent bonus on concentration checks and deflection bonus to AC equal to his charisma modifier, becoming closer to an incorporeal creature. So that's what Gimpy got. Concentration and deflection bonus equal to his charisma. Guess what? Gimpy doesn't have a high charisma. Did anybody else in the group get that though? Probably not. So had I known that was a reward, that still wouldn't have changed my stuff, but my choices. Thank you for looking that up there, Zergy. Bonus concentration. Yeah, sure. Nice big fat 0. Nice big fat 0. So when Gimpy the Lich did that, that was a bonus for him. But even then we didn't look it up. I don't even know if we did that. We probably did that choice as a Lich, more than likely. We probably went the evil route. Oh look, we're missing somebody. This way. So is this closed? That's the closed portal. Okay, so Final Veil. We haven't been there before. Is that the puzzle one? Yep, that's a puzzle. Laughing Caves. Been there yet. Teleport back, grab Nenio, and then do the stuff. I have to do that for Wendu still. Okay, we'll teleport back. And pick up Nenio, accept, and level her up to 19. So, oh, that's right, she's a lore master, but she's already maxed out, so where is it? Scroll Savant. It's got some nice hefty bonuses, at least, being a lore master. Oh, what do we have for a feat for her? Spell focus. None of those. Greater spell focus, not here. Sure, we get that stuff. I don't really know what to get her. I have no idea really what to get her. Can only get one greater spell focus per character. Oh. Okay, well, that's no big deal. Doesn't help that. There's a Mythic Fake Extend Arsenal or something that takes all extra bonuses in it. Yeah, there's that one. Yeah, yeah. And that wording is weird, though. Doesn't. Make her brew potions, but we don't really have any ingredients really to brew more potions, so it's no big deal. Spell focus, abjuration, conjuration, divination. So we heighten magic to let you customize slots better. Heightened spells, higher level than normal. Unlike other metamagic feats, heightened spell actually increases the effective level of the spell that it modifies. All effect depends on spell level, such as saving throw. Oh yeah, that'd actually be good for her stuff. That'll help with the phantasmal killer. And spell specialization. What? Oh, phantasmal killer. Cast a spell with greater normal power. Treat your caster level as being too higher for all level variable effects of the spell. I think that worked. Well, you would think it wouldn't be here, right? Although she could actually use it on the... What's the other one? What's the AE one? Weird. Yeah, use it on weird. 2 level 9 spells. What does she have already? All that stuff. Shades, classic rock. So what's this do? Shadow conjuration, except that it remembers conjuration spells of 8 level power. Hold monster mass. It's enchantment. Oh, she does enchantments. Balasar started a bingo vote. Go to your bingo cards, click a number. Any creature that currently has 100 good is unaffected by power. Power word kill. One enemy creature. Blah. That's mind control, right? Whatever. Okay, so now we get to play with her spellbook. Number 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 7. Nice body, whole person mass. We have that. Okay, so we have 3 weirds already. Foresight, Overwhelming Presence, Fiery Body. Icy Prison Mass, sure. Oh, that's an evocation. Yeah. Actually, no. Weird it is. Kill them all. Okay, so now the fun part with meta magic. Nothing really there I'd want to use or upgrade. There's the illusion stuff. Snowball. Phantasmal killer. What can we do with you? So height. So how many levels does it kick it up? It's difficult to prepare and cast a spell of its effective level. How does that work exactly? Oh, it's no zero. So how does that work? It doesn't heighten the spell. It's a higher spell level than normal, up to a maximum 9th level. Unlike other... So you just memorize it as you would need it? Boss fight.
Is this another one of those fights for that boss fight bingo game? You people take way too much pleasure in beating up poor little kittens and helpless squirrels.
Oh. I see that now. So we already have Phantasmal Killer upgraded there. So we don't need that one. Level 5 though. Oh, it has to be 6 or higher. Hey, Draken, welcome back. So you already have this one there. But no 7s. We already have too many prismatic sprays in there. It can be 5, just remove persistent. Oh! Okay. Well, we'll get this level 7 version first. Ta-da. Okay. Oh yeah, definitely gonna replace those. Level 6, those are all set. Level 7s. Not enough Phantasmal Killers. Hey, if it works. Oops. So this we want to go up to 7, right? So now we have to do 2 different versions. So I actually don't need this one, because we already have that one. I blame me too, Greg. I blame me too. Anyway, Valisar beat up on a... Valisar was the only survivor against the squirrel, it looks like. Poor squirrel. Squirrel is number 19 on your bingo card, number 19. So level 8. You throw another one up there too. Oof. Phantasmal Putrefaction. What level spell is that? I think so. Or maybe not. Can I not take it? Oh, there it is. That their skin is rotting away. Large rents are appearing all over their bodies. Those who fail to disbelieve. They take wisdom damage. But that's all it is wisdom damage. How does that help? It's like 1 to 4 points of wisdom. How is that helpful? Oh, it makes them fall? Large rents are appearing and the internal organs are swelling, blah, blah, blah. Those who fail to disbelieve immediately take 1 to 4 points of wisdom. You can only tap with 20. It doesn't say anything about falling. Oh. Receive another will saving throw to disbelieve the effect. The target must fail. Or that fails, blah, blah, blah. Oh. Faint, falling asleep as per sleep. Except that it isn't a magical sleep effect. Waking up doesn't end the spell for a target. It must continue to attempt will saving throws to disbelieve. Ah, okay. Okay. So, anything, we'd want to use the meta magic version of it, because they're going to make their saves once they only get one. You know that's going to happen. So that's going to make it a level 8, right? Yep. Okay. So take those out. Serenities. Never really use those, but... What did Valasar say? Hey, Crush, welcome back. Okay, so spellbook stuff. Nothing new there. Level 5s. Put a phantasmal killers. We don't want shadow evocations. Or do we? Yeah, they're kind of weak. Of course, so are the webs. Oh, phantasmal web, though. Animal growth, yes, keep those. These guys. Those are the upgraded versions. There's our putrefaction. Level 7. The upgraded phantasmal webs. That should work. Level 8s. So that. Take that out of there. There we go. 3 of them. Woohoo. Yeah, I already have Mind Fox. I don't use them too often, but they're there. So, this will work, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. Spellbooks. Well, for bosses are hard to describe. Yeah. Several mighty Balors, Masters of the Abyss, have expressed the desire to follow the commander. One has joined at our headquarters. Calavacus is too. Sure, we're summoning them too. We always need more. Always need more demons. Seem to have a lot of demons working for you. I'm not a good guy. Where did you get this idea that I was a good guy? And we're going to put the bugs over here. Because we need room for him. What? Why doesn't he fit? Oh, that was weird. That's why I did the quotes? Ah, okay. He's a big boy. Yes, he is. He is a big boy. He is the biggest of the boys. These guys teleport. They can be anywhere. These guys don't. Put them in front just in case. Okay, so this is our demon army. We need more Balors. This isn't going to be enough. He doesn't have enough hit points. 649. Yeah, this is our demon army. sit there. And they want... Still only a level 8 army with a Baylor in it. Am I being sarcastic? Which part? Which part am I being sarcastic about? I don't know. Demon army commanded by Sir Dwarf of Dwarf Hill. Yes. What about him not having enough hit points? Oh, he actually doesn't. He should have more, I would think. 649 is a lot, but it's not enough. Are you guys undead? You guys are undead. You suck. That's okay. We have fireballs too. Zombies, zombies, not zombies. Need 100% demon armor. He'll get over it. Ghouls. Kill the ghouls. Gray. They prefer living impaired or alternatively alive. Alternatively alive. Sounds like a good band name. Do it again. Oh crap. Multiple zombies. Run away! He wasn't going to survive that fight, so run away. These are the Fallen Knights, which are demon warrior, demon knights, really. Them down. Get them, halflings. Oh, I guess I should start throwing some spells around too, huh? Good hope. It's a little late for that for this round. Oh, thin them out pretty good. Mr. Demon Knights, kill them. Ow. Go paladins. So, what's it like to be paladins fighting on the sides of the demons? That's the real question. We need more marksmen. Those that missed it. I thoroughly made myself, or I thoroughly made myself, what is it? Made myself happy, I guess. I made myself really happy by not considering what was actually going to happen when I did something, but just a second. Having dealt with the undead, the soldiers start scouting the neighborhood, looking for surviving enemies. One of them attracts his comrade's attention with a shout. He's found some stones that look like the roof of a Corium house. After some digging, the soldiers find ruins of an inn and the remains of a trade caravan that was carrying some valuable cargo, but was never able to leave the shelter. Resources found, material points plus 500 to them. So, as I was saying, this little call to arms, earlier in the stream I used that on the marksman. I had 180 marksmen, and I thought
it's that time again.
Because I didn't
drink
do the math,
some water to keep that brain moist.
So I used this on them, thinking I was only going to get like 50 or so, like just get them up to about 250, somewhere around there. End up with over 500, or just right around 500, just under 500. Went from 180 to almost 500. Yeah, it's a lot of marksmen, so I wasn't too terribly unhappy with my decision, because now they just kill stuff faster. Go that way. You have a pay upkeep for your troops? Not that I'm aware of. Nope. As far as I know, you do not pay upkeep. And Balasar got bingo, so congratulations. It's a lot of undead. This might be been a mistake. Oh look, liches even. We got fireballs. What else do we have that might hurt them more? Fireballs it is. Oh look, we can do this twice. I forgot about that last time. Frog, sit back and wait. Bring these guys out. Wow. Dead zombies. I think we're gonna win. And Balasar killed a Mislinks that loves to get, or sorry, with one too many machine guns for the Mislinks, which is, we've seen that one already, so starting to vote for a bingo card. Go to your bingo card, click a number, good luck. So, no problem, all the undead, dead, again. Oh, air conditioner. Okay, long ago, a necromancer settled in this remote corner of the world moon and made a deal with demons, promising to serve them in exchange for their protection. Undead guards kept watch on the towers of his terrifying castle and outside its walls. A tiny settlement emerged, inhabited by intimidated slaves. Now their imprisonment is over. Look at all the armies over here. That's the Draco Lich, isn't it? Sorry, Ravener dragons. Since when are they skeletons, though? Some more undead. Multiple liches. Cruel Necrotic Dagger 5. Keep going. Okay. Fireballs. Who wants to get fireballed first? The vampires and the liches, or the vampires and the liches? Oh look, we can do that again. But over here. Kill the vampires. Kill the vampires. Oh look, another shot. What was that? Didn't look like it did anything. Angry halflings. Make them burn. Kill the liches. And I misclicked. Go rocks, kill them. Bonus? No bonus. Ow. Angry halflings. So all the paladins come back. I still think it's hilarious that paladins are fighting on the same side as the demon knights and working for a demon. Crusaders encountered a group of volunteers from Ustalav, who joined the crusade around 60 years ago. Unfortunately, their leader, an influential noble, turned out to be an undercover vampire. He corrupted his army, spreading the plague of undeath among the soldiers. Now, before putting his unholy corpse to the torch, the Crusaders stripped his body of the ancient relics of his family. So, Cruel Necrotic Dagger, that's an interesting relic. Too bad I don't have any people using daggers. Okay, this army. More dragons. These dragons aren't undead, so negative energy does wonders to them. Maybe they are undead. They are undead dragons. Oops. Fine. Fireball them. Bonus. 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 Who needs paladins when you have marksmen? Lots of marksmen. Hey, Mickey's awake. And Lord Draken, congratulations on the bingo. One more winner, and then we'll start up a new bingo game. Once upon a time, an altar of a dragon god. Once upon a time, an altar of a dragon god Apsu stood atop this high mountain. His noble children used to protect this place of power from demons, but the corruption of the world wound devoured their bodies and minds, turning them into undead monsters. However, even having lost their sanity, they never harmed the sacred altar. Your arrows will not harm me. What about 532 arrows? There you go. Blot out the sun. Daily income increased 4 energy points. So, we killed all the armies on this end of the map. I gotta kill those guys. It'll be a little while before we get there, but all set. Okay, Gimpy and friends, we came back here to pick up Nenio. Now we're gonna go where? It's some riddle stuff. Lord's Fall. I could do that puzzle if I really wanted to, which I don't really want to. This entrance is currently open, but by the time we get there, it'll be closed because it's been open for a while. Legacy of the Ancients, that's another puzzle. Bladesmith or Valley of Temples, let's get that done. 2 days. Next day. Let's see what this is. The outpost has been expanded to a bastion. This can be done in the management manual, whatever. Event. You can help. You can call me Helper. Oh, is Mickey stretching or is he limping? I missed that. Shit. The soldiers are telling stories about a spirit who comes to them in times of need and introduces himself as the Helper. His arrival is accompanied by ominous signs such as raining blood or the smell of carrion. But he saves warriors and demands nothing in return. Hunt down the spirit. The Spirit Hunt provides a trophy from the evil spirit, which is a +5 Elder Caustic Necrotic Quarterstaff +5. The Happy Helper. Elder Caustic. So that's lots of acid damage. So great against demons. Convince the soldiers not to accept the spirit's help. Leadership.
Hello everyone.
Accept the spirit's help.
My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thank you and happy Sunday. Having received the commander's permission, the soldiers are now more eager to accept help from the sinister spirit. Many warriors claim that they made it through dire situations only because of him. This is going to come back to bite me in the ass, isn't it? but that's okay. Decrees. Logistics reform. Outpost expansion. Northern Lights. What's this one? Gain a powerful weapon that could one day affect the outcome of the entire war. 20 days. Create an artifact that could weaken the connection between threshold. Oh, that's to get to the end, isn't it? Days. Logistics reform. Let's get this done. Always need to reform the logistics stuff. Wait a minute. Oh, this is because I have a bastion upgrade to do. Shit. They love alliteration. Who loves alliteration? So, bastion. What's the... You want to be a bastion, don't you? Oh, Marvel? Well, they used to. That was a Stan Lee thing. That whole Peter Parker, Reed Richards, Bruce Banner, that stuff. That was all. What's his face? Stan Lee. How do I do the upgrades again? Too late now. There are like 50 characters named like that. Bro, yeah. I mean, yeah. All the early characters were done like that. Fantastic Four. J. Jonah Jameson. I mean, they're all over the place. All the early stuff is like that. All the early stuff. So how do I... I always forget to how to do the upgrades. It's not manage. Is it from here? No, it's not either. Or is this already a bastion? I forget the levels. Let's see, can we do this one? Yep, there we go. We need a... Where's the stupid portal thing? Teleportation circle. So put you there. A shelter. To rest in it without corruption problems. There. That's all I really care about. And we can get more troops this way. Garrison and spellcasters, or no, archers. Here's an archery range, and then the arsenal. Bonus AC for all trainable units? No. Glory, no. Monument, sanctuary, smithing. Bonus attack for all trainable units to +1 bonus to attack. Training grounds. Plus 10% bonus to damage. Yes. There we go. Okay, so that'll take a little while. Okay, good. Army can move. Army is just going back to get those guys up there. To be about want time to rest. Like the base and go. We're gonna rest here so we don't have to worry about the corruption, which isn't a huge deal. Alchemy, that's Nenio's job to make us food that we don't have ingredients for. And nobody do scrolls. Right? Well, Gimpy's got the skill to do scrolls, he just doesn't have the feat. Which is no big deal. Not that we have ingredients to make scrolls either. It's a lot of corruption we picked up there. And another one of these. Everything is ready for the relic's augmentation, the Xeros' pin. Still don't know what that's going to be. Summon Calavacuses. So 5 more of them. Bastion the fortress again. It's the event. Fate of the pin. Why is this an event? Xeros' blood, which coated the pin when she died, turned into metal infused with the tip. The craftsmen of the Crusade are asking you to give them the pin so they can place it inside a relic. They need the commander to decide what sort of item it will be. Just a second. A headband or a ring. I don't know what this is going to be. Let's do headband for fun. Okay, so Fate of the Face Stealer mask, slave train. What's that? Oh, retrievers. Strengthen the chain of command. Yeah, I'll get that out of the way. I don't think I need to do another upgrading anytime soon. So finance points, income increased. The mask. See what the mask is. Northern Lights. Oh, this is the 20 days thing. This is like moving it toward the end, right? Sure. 20 days is a long time. Okay, off we go. Oh, man. Army. Our army needs griffins to fly around on. Valley of Temples, almost there. Of course there's a random encounter right outside of it. Okay, so buff time. Right, Nenio's back. Done yet? We didn't get animal growth. Bob, are you giant? Here's that one. Bark skin. No. So the wolves didn't get that.
Ready to move out?
So they don't actually change in size, do they? Anyway, let's see. Buff setup. Let's see. Animal growth, where are you? So animal growth is supposed to go on U3. So maybe Gimpy didn't use his.
Let's move already.
Nope, he didn't. So that one goes on blue. She said something about how Ben 10 is the best cartoon ever. Who? What? Your first large size advanced trader. It better make you insane money. Define insane. Okay, all buffed up. Let's go kill stuff. Or not. It's the ghost. To pay for a second one would be good enough. Well, not in one trip, it won't make that much money. They make decent money, but it's all about what's available in the economy. The ghost gives you a slight nod, greeting you as if you were an old acquaintance. You do not deviate from your goal. Will you answer my question? Ask me a question and I will answer. The third question is about great keepers of knowledge and givers of power. I will show you their symbols, and you must tell me their names. A brass tablet appears in the ghost's hands. It is engraved with two symbols. The first is a cogwheel that looks like an eye, and the second resembles a 7-pointed star. A web of intersecting lines spread out from around these symbols. They twist and collide with one another as if the two symbols are fighting to conquer the entire tablet. And of course we failed the religion check, because why wouldn't we? 41. We need to roll an 11, so we rolled a 6. I don't know. Knowledge is the reward you seek. No, good dice rolls is the reward I seek. But ignorance is a reason to seek the reward. You were unable to answer my question, but I will show you the way to the final veil. Discover that secret, and it will take you one step closer to the knowledge you desire. Didn't I just... there's nothing I want to shame it. Blah, 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 blah. So I saved before we ran into him, didn't we? We did. So I'm going to save scum here for real quick. Hopefully it's real quick. Because, you know, bad dice rolls. Everybody's enemy. And save scumming is almost everybody's friend. Okay, so this was a religion roll, right?
Together we stand.
So religion roll is Veronica. I think. Yeah, we'll put it on Nania too, just in case. Ask me a question. Stuff. Failed again. Rolled a 5 this time. So plus 31. I don't know. more try. I blame Rocket for not letting me roll well. The tongue. It's the tongue's fault. It's all the tongue's fault.
I will not falter.
Should we rest now? Nah.
Now, 31.
No one stands in my way.
Yeah, it's not Gimpy. I guess with the guidance, no? It's a 21. So 30, where's the 31 coming from? I guess it's got to be the guidances. That doesn't seem right. +3? Anyway.
I will see this through.
Good hope. Guidance is +1. So why is it? Wisdom is multiple perfections. Oh, no buffs there. Okay, let's try this one more time. My third question is about the gatekeepers. Blah, gatekeeper, sorry. Again, a fail. So they just don't want me to roll. I mean, they'll roll a 2. So we rolled a 6, a 5, and a 2. So they obviously don't want me to make this roll. So bite me. Who are you? Don't care. Go away. Such BS. Crappy dice rolls. Happy Wednesday. Instead, all day save scum it, but I don't feel like doing that. Because I don't think it matters. I don't think it really matters in the end. Or Camp Mammoth Lodge is besieged by an enemy. Where's that? There's a 7 and an 8. So we got 2 armies out there. Those guys. Oh look, you can go kill them right now. Oh, we can't move yet. So we go put the Baylor to the test. Well, it's not really much of a test, but I'll get there in 2 days, no problem. Extras. Oh, crap, those guys. Slackers. They don't move fast enough. Have to wait till next day. Okay. So, Gimpy and friends, we are all buffed up, ready to go. In we go. Or is that the next day? Oh, that's the next day. Get this over with. No, don't
Hey,
let
bag
them
of
flee.
water.
Kill them.
Stretch your legs. You have been sitting in one spot for far too long.
I'm good. Looks like a fireball. Save a little bit of energy. Ruin Beast, welcome to the stream. You have some mercenary companions in the party, never seen those portraits before. Yes, I have mercenaries in the party. And the mod, portraits are from a mod. I have 3 mercenaries, 2 story characters. Okay, you guys are going this way. Okay, you're done. Next army. Actually, it's these guys. Let them join up. And they're headed up this way, so continue. So, rocks, stretch, boomerangs. Oh look, demons versus demons. This always goes well for them. Oh shit, wrong ones. So what's his power? Summon a Merilith, Firestorm, Thunder Tread, Shield Wall, Pot Blow Through. Oh look. Look, they burn. And he gets to attack some more. Wow, he's a little bit stronger than his friends. I tried using works. Did you want companions with different class abilities? Do you like certain story companions that don't want to use the ones you didn't like? Because there are a few I would be fine pushing into the world. I just like using mercenaries, just to, so I don't have to be stuck starting off a certain way. That's all. A little bit more, you know, because there's more classes to play around with than what the companions bring you. I know you can multi-class and respec them and that kind of fun stuff, but I just prefer the mercenary route. Go poke these guys. Not sure how the boomerangs get lit on fire, but good enough. Dretch versus Dretch. This doesn't work. Rocks burn. Rocks die. Oh, what's he taking damage from? This shouldn't be affecting him, right? Or is he? Oh, he's burning. Why is he burning? Oh, the firestorm from the Baylor. No, wait a minute, he did hit them, did he? I don't think he did. Not sure why they're burning. Oh look, another one. Not enough fireballs. So summon Merilith. Blah. You see his magical penalty attack for the next turn and deals attack damage to all enemies within a radius of 2. Shield wall, blow through. Yeah, smack him again. The Dretch are just getting to burn. The Bower vicious. Can't get to him from there. Can you? So he's just burning. Dump, dump. Okay. So that was a invading army. We could just sit here. No reason to go back anywhere. There we go. Okay, let's see what this is. Strengthen the chain of command. Chain of command, blah blah, has been strengthened. Staff council wants to talk to the commander, as they always do. Chanting the pin. Gotta wait on that one. Right to a pardons more cultists. Xanthus experiments. Bribes for the officers. This is just morale increase we don't need. Oh, these are retrievers. Oh, sure, we can do that. These are the big giant mechanical spiders that have never seen combat for us, I don't think. Oh, we have another army back here. How cute. Okay, level 7. What armies do we have in this area? We could take them. They're up there. Wait for the giant spiders. We'll have 2 more to play around with. Sure, we can wait. Okay, Gimpy and friends. Can we do this in a half hour? Probably. So this is Wenduag storyline. The end of it, I think. Should be. We're all buffed up. Ready to go. That looks like that. What's this? Oh, we have tiredness though. Number of fatigues. So.
I feel like the chosen one.
Together
too.
we stand.
Lesser restoration should get rid of the fatigue, right? That's level 2. Level 2.
Matricium Turinos. Matricium Turinos. Matricium Turinos.
I'll prove I am the best.
He is not fatigued, which is good. Save us a spell. How about you? Fatigue? No fatigue. Okay, we're all set. And Rune Beast, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Hey, why aren't we not riding our horses and stuff? My children, the honor of the final communion has come. Accept your fate. So this is Salah Malik, or something like that. Master, serve, master. So these are all the mongrels. You, my creations, will serve me. It's true. Fight it. Fight the evil in your soul. What? It's not true. Fight it. No, children, there can be no redemption for you, but you don't need it. Succumb to your sin, and if you yearn for more, I will grant you the poison of my sting. Grr. I curse, I can feel its call. Oh, the curse, I can feel its call. Savamelik didn't waste time. Now he has mythic power too. He's grown stronger, but so have I. I've been preparing for this encounter. I'm ready to face him. This time I won't back down. Yes, this is Wendowag's quest, not Lands. Let's kill him, Master, and save my tribe.
Let us not hesitate.
First. Oops.
I do not think oops means what you think it means.
Get away from there.
Battles await.
Gimpy. Oh, you're already there. How come Gimpy's on his wolf, but Rocket wasn't on his horse? Hmm. So which way do we go? I forget. Does it matter?
Pay attention.
Oh, look, rocks. Purple rocks. Okay, not that way. Oh, there we go.
Move out.
So exit, go that way. Dun, dun, dun.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Aw. Aren't they cute and adorable?
Do not hold back.
Apparently they can't be shaken. They cannot be shaken, it looks like. They could die, but they just don't get shaken. Body parts are all over the place. Just a little closer.
I'll rip you apart!
Okay, Mickey, plays a song. Let's see if they can fall over laughing, though. No, it's out of range. Shit.
So tired.
Will save. Had to roll a 12 and rolled a 15. Bummer. Gimpy, what would you like to kill today? Let's do a little bit of raging.
Die.
Haven't mentioned Gimpy likes to murder things too. It's not just a rocket thing. Ink. Nice miss, nice miss, nice miss. Yes, get closer. Continue to get closer. Daniel has some nice parting gifts for you all. Aw. Get closer. Get closer, Daniel. And Cass's slave. They won't mind. Yeah. And now the poor little demon's got to run forever to go attack something. Oh, you made it through? No, you didn't. Bump giant. Yeah, there's animal growth. Oh wow, look at 49 strength out of Bob too. Is that better than Gimpy? It is. So Bob is Bob and I think Lou are the two strongest in the group. Oh, Lou's at 48. Scouts at 42. Okay. So, Veronica. More lightning from the sky. You can never have enough of that either. Burning lightning from the sky. Burning lightning. Okay, Bismuth, charge. Get that full attack too. No? There you go. Good job, Bismuth. You don't see Bismuth killing stuff too much. Did she level up with everybody else? I think she did. Yeah, I think she did. Okay, Rocket. What do you want to kill today? Gimpy's already over there, so go after these two.
Strike as one.
Crit for 272. Needs to hit harder. Poor Wendu.
I got this.
No, you don't.
Let's hear you cry.
Dead mongrels everywhere. That's stupid weird, though. Did you do what his face weapon guy's quest? What's his face weapon guy's quest? Weapon guys. Finian? We haven't got to that part yet. That's what you're talking about. We haven't got to the smith yet for that part. When Sava notices you, he heaves a sigh of irritation. Oh, it's the invincible commander and his despicable minions. Congratulations. You made it out of Evolutionera alive, only to die here. But before you meet your end, you will bear witness to a ritual. It will be my crowning achievement, the culmination of all my long years of hard work. Particular metamagic realm that will be really fun on Nenyo. His wide eyes turned toward Wenduag. So, you're here too, my wayward child. How fortuitous. Your father was once one of my closest servants, but he has recently vacated his position. Take his place, and claim for yourself the power, purpose, and care of a wise master. Oh, and a long life, of course. I realize all the mongrels who accept my patronage from this dark, humiliating curse. I release all the mongrels who accept my patronage from this dark, humiliating curse. Their lives will no longer burn out like a candle after a few meager decades. They will live as long as humans, or perhaps even longer. The huntress, who normally has a snide remark to for every occasion, for once remains silent. She glares at the demon, her lips pressed together in a thin line. Sol reached Dresden and told me everything. Do you regret letting him go yet? How did you make the mongrels leave? No, we'll do this one first. He proved hardier than I thought. The power of my blood shines through even an old wretches like him, which means that healthy, strong mongrels that go through the ritual will be unstoppable. I simply need to remove one small obstacle, you. Yes, we are not easily destroyed. You made us tough and strong, Creator. This is true. Indeed, I have made your people into truly magnificent creatures. You've benefited greatly from the seal culling, the poison, the life in the caves, and the terrible suffering you had to endure.
Drink some water to keep that brain moist.
Had to endure during the ritual. All of that eliminated the weak and undeserving from among you. Yes, I will continue to weed out the unworthy. I will keep the bloodline strong. How did you make the mongrels leave? I called them, just like I called your pet mongrel before, only a little louder, to make sure they would rise and come straight to me. An easy thing to do, for they were not an easy thing to do, for they were so confused after crawling out of their homely caves into the big scary world. They were in need of a stern father, a true chief. A little hiss escapes Wendoag's lips. I am their chief. Not yet. But bring me the head of this so-called commander and you can become one. Sava's raucous laughter drowns out Wendoag's hiss of displeasure. And how is your new ritual different from the ones before? The difference, Commander, is that all my children are now with me, and I have absolute power over their minds. While you were being entertained in Lucianera, I was nurturing them with strength and rage of the fallen. The moment I give the signal, they will rip you apart. He's telling the truth. I can sense that my tribe has changed. Their blood runs thick and hot in their veins. Their hearts are pounding in their chests. Now they are just like you, my daughter. It is your own blood that whispers to you, urging you to return to your family. You are my offspring. You were born to serve me, and soon you will take your rightful place at my side, I promise. You won't escape this time. Evil. Take your Mongols and leave. Just leave. Let's just leave. No, we'll kill him. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going anywhere, but you should have escaped while you still had the chance. The Mongols grow furiously, brandishing their weapons. You glance around at their scowling faces. Many of the Mongols are unfamiliar to you, but you recognize a few of them from Ningtong. Sava gives a low, authority chuckle. I knew that you were coming. I knew when, where, and with what forces you tried to attack me. All this time I've been watching you, through the eyes of one of your closest companions, my spy. The demon turns to Wendoag. My daughter, you have performed your task well. Now there is only one thing left for you to do. Kill your former master and bring me his head. And you will gain my dark benevolence. You will be foremost among my creations, and I will give you a place at my side. Wendo glances at you and then bows her head. When she speaks, her voice is low but firm. I'm breaking our deal, Sava. If you've asked me for anything else, I would have considered it, but I won't allow you to take his life. The huntress's grim voice rings out triumphantly. Relieved that you were saved, you thought that you were in control. You set an ambush, created a list of all the ways you wanted to torment or torture your defeated enemies. You even rehearsed your victory speech. You were blinded by your arrogance. Ah yes, I can see the realization in your eyes. You are asking yourself, why didn't I prepare an escape plan? How will I flee and hide? How dare you? You are my creation. You are my slave. And you are my prey. Wendoag's lips twist into a cruel grin as the demon nervously flaps his wings. His eyes dart around the surrounding ruins, searching for an escape. I can see it. I can feel your fear. There is nowhere for you to hide. It is time for you to accept your demise, and I will deal with the final blow. You stole my father from me. You took what I loved most, so now I will take what you value most, your life. The huntress raises her weapon, and her smile is as cold as ice. It is a smile of mountain cliffs as they watch overconfident climbers rumble to their deaths, or tumble to their deaths. It is a smile of the raging ocean when a drunken sailor drowns in the depths. It is a smile that promises death.
Defeat is not an option.
Well then. Stuff. Go after him first. Go get him, Rocket.
Attack!
Need more swings.
Contemplate on your mistakes.
Yeah, the crit. Rocket's a murderer. So many weird targets, I know. If Ennio even gets a chance. I mean, this isn't even hasted.
No match for me. The kill is for you.
And now she's invisible. Yes, go get closer to Rocket. It's the safe place to be. Let's see if Mickey can make these guys fall over laughing. Just for fun. Boo, only got the one. Rocket's like, I'm the main character now. Until it's Gimpy's turn. Hey, leave Veronica alone, you little bastard. So, Nanio, where are you? You're right there. So weird. So that's all of them right here, isn't it? Yep. Fight's over.
Thought we were your playthings. So, how does it feel to be stabbed to death by your little tin soldiers? We will no longer allow others to treat us with contempt and disrespect. We know what it is to feel pain, fear, and loneliness. We have suffered and bled. And now, we will choose our own fate. No one, not even our creator, can decide our destinies for us. I'm sure you have questions. Ask away, Master. I won't lie.
So you informed Savamelek that I was coming.
Yes, I did. And I told him many other things as well. Savamelek needed a spy in your inner circle. He promised me a place at his side. It took me a while to decide which side I should choose. But then, I chose you. You were more powerful, and I knew I could go further with you than I ever could with him. So, that's why I told him we were coming. The scum needed to think he had the upper hand. I didn't want him to run and hide. If he managed to escape our grasp, my army would remain in his thrall.
Why did you decide to remain loyal to me?
Isn't it obvious? Uplanders are as blind as moles. Because I like you, damn it. At first, I wanted to betray you, but you accepted me into your inner circle. Not as a servant, but as a friend. I was groveling on my knees, but you grabbed me by the shoulders and raised me up. You let me stand beside you as an equal. And I loved it. I don't want to grovel before anyone, ever again.
Well, what happened to the mongrels now that Savamelek is dead?
I don't know, Master. Savamelek made us who we are. But now he's dead, and all his plots and plans are gone with him. We'll have to survive on our own now, without the protection of the shield maze. But we are no longer cursed with short lifespans, so who knows? Maybe we'll manage to claim a piece of land on the surface. Maybe we can settle there and create a kingdom of our own. After all, we are fighters. We are tough and strong, and we do what it takes to survive. We'll try to make a better life for ourselves, and if we fail, then at least we'll die fighting for our future.
Well, you played your role perfectly.
I hoped you would say that, Master. You know, all this Uplander stuff about honor and loyalty means nothing to me. It's all a bunch of nonsense. I follow those who are fortunate enough to be strong, because I want to survive and grow strong too. I'm not acting out of a sense of duty, or following any foolish beliefs, and I'll never be a crusader. I'm not gonna be religious, or adhere to a bunch of Uplander virtues. But I'll follow you, because you're a true leader.
Robust, corrupted mongrel brute. After a moment of silence, you hear an awkward cough. One of the mongrels is trying to get your attention. When you glance over, he bows his head guiltily and does his best not to make eye contact. Thank you for helping us, Commander, and thank you for lifting the curse on us. Forgive us, Commander. We're free from the demon's grasp, but we're poisoned. The evil inside us could break out at any moment. We don't belong in Dresden. Windowig snarls dangerously. Well, 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 what is this? Desertion? Insubordination? She steps forward menacingly, and the mongrel cowers in fear. However, her angry words do not wipe the stubborn expression from his face. You feel rage rising up inside you. Who do you think they are? After all your efforts, they dare turn their back on you? Pathetic, ungrateful mongrel cowards? Who told them they were released from their service? Come back to Dresden. Whenever the consequences may be, we'll deal with them together. Demonic stuff. Succumb to the seething rage. Sure. Your demonic rage overwhelming you. These pitiful creatures grovel before Savamelech, yet they dare to disobey you, their commander, the one who reduced their former master to ashes. You let your demonic rage burst forth. This is going to be pretty. Windowig's eyes shine with admiration. This is why I follow you, Master. So formidable, so invincible. All right, are there any other idiots who want to provoke the wrath of our Master? Windowig glares at her tribe and then nods in satisfaction. Good, that's better. Oh, but we didn't kill anybody. We should have ripped that guy's head off just to prove a point. Upon meeting your gaze, the mongrel freezes. Cruel flames once more blaze in his eyes. With a visceral roar, he falls to his knees in the dust, and the others join him. They prostrate themselves before you like guilty mutts before their leader, acknowledging the right of the strong, and you know now that they are yours. Go to Dresden, the Master's fortress, the mongrel. Before you gets up and leaves, the others following him obediently. Windowig smiles triumphantly as she looks at Savamelech's corpse. When she speaks, her voice is low and hoarse. Can we stay here a while longer? I'd like to talk to you alone. What do you want to talk about? Her smile turns secretive, her voice softening into a low purr. You'll find out after everyone else leaves. Sure.
Alone at last.
What's so special about this place? Why did you want to talk here?
Because of him. This nasty scumbag called me a slave. You took his life. And now he'll have to lie there helplessly while you take his power. I want to offer you a gift. A communion with Savamelech's poison. It contains immense power, but it is also incredibly dangerous.
She points at the demon's corpse. There is a fearsome-looking stinger at the end of his tail, and your eyes are drawn to a single bead of poison that glints dangerously at its tip. Why would I need such a gift?
To become stronger, of course.
Stupid.
Savamelech gave us all a taste of his poison. That is how he shared his power with us. And right now, you need all the power you can get. Right?
Is it dangerous?
Deadly. All of Savamelech's servants ate meat laced with his poison, but only a few of his strongest followers were allowed to experience the kiss of his sting. It was a great honor, though only a handful survived.
Just watches you closely to see your reaction. Will it make me look like a mongrel?
I don't know. You're not an ordinary mortal. Maybe the poison won't change your appearance. Why? Are you afraid you'll become a freak?
She narrows her eyes. Yeah, the freak who already has demon horns and wings and a tail. Tell me about this poison.
The poison contains Savamelech's power. This is the poison our ancestors tasted, and they became the first of our kind. The demon gave his poison to everyone who swore to serve him. When you try it for the first time, it feels like two mad scorpions have clawed their way into your brain through your ears and have begun a fight to the death inside your head. Your body will start to shake violently, and you'll feel like your bones are beginning to crack and splinter. But the pain is nothing compared to the rage that will swell within your soul. A deep, dark, abiding hatred unlike anything you've ever imagined. If you survive, the agony will eventually subside, but your heart will bear the dark stain of this anger forever.
Oh no.
With each new day, you wake up with a single thought, a single purpose, a desire to hurt others. That is how the poison works.
Why is it so important to you?
Because I'm not like you. We can keep on pretending as long as we want, but I'm not an ordinary mortal. I was created by demons. You can turn a blind eye to the truth, but you'll never fully understand me until you become like me. At least a little. A cruel, hungry beast howls within my soul. If you do not hear its call, we can never truly be together.
A beast already lives within my soul.
Then you have no reason to be afraid. You're a true son of the Abyss. The poison of a demon won't kill you.
That's true. Let's do it.
I'll be gentle.
She tears the poisonous stinger from Savamelik's tail and brings it over to you. She caresses your skin with the stinger, delicately placing it against your chest. Then she presses down carefully until its tip pierces your skin. Your blazing inferno ignites inside you. Your body begins to spasm, and you writhe and twist in agony. You barely manage to choke back your screams of pain.
Don't pass out. Talk to me. What are you feeling? Stay with me, whatever you do.
Didn't look careful at all? Probably wasn't. This is nothing. I expected much worse. Pain is horrendous. This is nothing.
Right, and the only reason your voice is trembling is that these stones are so damn cold. Hold on, dear one.
The world around you grows dim, as if you are surrounded by thick fog. You hear the sound of invisible drums. The rhythmic call beckons you. It is a call to hunt. You want to spring up and give chase. You want to catch the prey and tear it to pieces, but you are in too much pain.
Can you hear me? Answer me, curse you!
Her voice shakes from your feverish, pain-filled dreams. She sounds frantic, as if she's been calling you for some time with no response. Did you just call me dear one? That's so sweet.
If you die now, you'll have no one to tell except Pharasma. But if you stay alive, you can mock me to your heart's content, so just try not to die, alright?
You notice the handle of a dagger sticking out from the huntress's boot. It's the same dagger she took from the one-eyed devil back in Dresden. Odd, she never carried it around with her before. She has better weapons now, weapons that are far more suitable for a serious fight, unless she simply wants to slit someone's veins. A new sensation washes over you, hunger. A hunger so powerful and intense you lose track of everything else. You crave the taste of blood like an addict craves drugs. For a moment, you are so caught up in this sudden, urgent desire that you forget about the pain, and then your body contorts in another spasm of agony. Window X faces a mixture of horror and desperation. She stares at you helplessly, and tears fill her cat-like eyes. The world around you starts to shake. Is it an earthquake, or has your body begun to convulse again? Wink encouragingly. If I die, you can cut off my head and claim a reward from the demons.
Right. What am I waiting for? After all, I'm sitting right next to you. I might as well stab you.
Hey,
now.
bag of water, it is time to take a break.
Not yet.
Go stretch your legs. Your next break is in 2 hours.
Okay, another spasm causes your body to convulse violently, and Window X smile vanishes. She looks at you with an expression of sheer terror. And congratulations to Hurricane on getting that bingo. You feel as though your chest is bound by invisible chains that are growing tighter and tighter by the second. You find yourself gasping for air, trying to breathe, but it's no use. The world around you grows dimmer with each heartbeat. This is it. Darkness gradually gives way to light. The pain has abated and you are no longer in agony. Your mind grows clearer and there's still something within you that is foul and unnatural. You reach out with your mind, probing this dark lingering corruption, and find that it is a source of both pleasure and disgust. It attracts and repels you in equal measure.
It worked. You're still alive.
Wendigo has been staring at you worriedly, laughs in relief. Her lips are bruised and bleeding, and you taste the iron tang of blood on your lips as well. So, you almost killed me. I was so touched by your support. It was unusual to hear you offer up such gentle words of comfort. Why is there blood on my lips?
I may have kissed you.
So, I'm so touched. You kissed me. I thought you said kisses were disgusting.
I just didn't know what else to do. I remembered Uplander saying something about how a kiss could break a spell. That's a load of rubbish, isn't it? Gods, what a fool I've been.
So you almost killed me.
But I didn't. No, I must admit, it was a close call. But I believed you were powerful enough to survive, and I was right. You passed the trial, and now we share a bond. I wanted to open up to you before, but until you shared the poison that shaped me into who I am, you would never have been able to fully understand me. This venom in my veins would always have been a barrier between us. But now it brings us closer together. Don't you see? We are special. There's no one else like us in the entire world. We're the only ones left. All the others are dead. Look into my eyes. What do you see? When I look into your eyes, I see myself.
Said we share a bond. What does that mean?
It means that I will follow you no matter where you go, and I will fight for you until my last breath. And when the time comes for us to die, I'll cover you with my body, and I'll have no regrets. Do you hear me? I'll never regret my decision to choose you.
I love you. You're so goofy.
You know I don't believe in love. It's just something that Uplanders invented. But you are the most incredible person I've ever met. You're fearless, you're inspiring. See? I don't need to repeat those 3 stupid words. I have plenty of other words to tell you how I feel.
I was so touched by your support. Blah.
I never tried to comfort you. Comforting words are for weaklings. Don't fool yourself. I'm still the same wicked, lying, traitorous bitch that I was before. I still don't care about anyone but myself. But I am a little glad that you didn't just drop dead.
What did you think of the kiss? Did you like it?
It was absolutely horrible. I wish I had never tried it.
Let's get out of here. We still have a lot to do. The world wound won't defeat itself.
Of course. Let's go. Take a look, you winged filth. First my lover killed you, and now he has taken your power. You should never have messed with him.
Ta-da. That might be the longest interaction with any character I think we've ever had. That was pretty long. Okay, everybody back up. So, Gimpy, why aren't you on your dog?
I will not falter.
Okay, so, did we get any cool ability, I guess? No, that's not it. Demonic resentment. Oh, that's an item. Let's see. This is going to be under abilities, I would think, if it's an ability. Demonologist, enduring spells. No. So what would I be looking for? 2 demon kind. Nope, that's not it either. Mongrel's Blessing. Becoming immune to death effects, poison, and electricity. In addition, whenever you land a hit in melee, the enemy must pass a Fortitude saving throw, DC 10 plus character level plus charisma modifier, or suffer 1 permanent negative level to a maximum of 10 negative levels per enemy. Well, shit. Deadly accuracy. No, that's the buff from Mickey. So I'm guessing that's what that is. Hit enemy special or so negative level or level draining, so. Yes, more charisma based bonuses that Gimpy doesn't get. Angels, I'm guessing that's it. Camouflage. Oh, that's right, spell. Okay. So, that. So I guess having a little affair with Wendu paid off in the end. Nice little ability there. To go along with his other demon stuff. Anyway, need to take a break, and then we get back. We're going to start up the Treasure of the Midnight Isles DLC stuff with Viewer Group 2. So we'll get that started here in a few minutes. And thank you all very much for watching. I'll be back shortly. Enjoy the dog video.